Chris is ready.
All right. At this time, I'd like to reconvene the Garden Grove Housing Authority meeting to order. And the Housing Authority met in closed session. As a result of that closed session, there was no reportable action taken. So we move on to the agenda. Or any oral communication related to the Housing Authority? Seeing none. Our next item is consent items, approval of warrants. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve them.
I second.
Call for the vote. No public hearings.
5 yes
Sorry.
votes.
No public hearings. Items for consideration, none. Any matters from the Housing Authority? Seeing none, we will adjourn to December 10th, 2013.
Yeah, we'll go to council, we'll go to council. What do we got here on our 10th anniversary? Yeah.
Oh, I have to announce this.
Okay, at this time, let's call the order of the Garden Grove City Council. Miss Kathy, would you please call roll?
Councilmember Beard.
Here.
Councilmember Jones.
Here.
Councilmember Fawn. Mayor Pro Tem Nguyen.
Here.
Mayor Broadwater.
Here. Okay, at this time, we'll have an invocation by Susan Emery and the flag salute by Chris Barrett.
Gracious and loving God, in this time of Thanksgiving, we express our gratitude for each new morning with its light, for rest and shelter of the night, for health and food, for love and friends, for everything your goodness sends. Amen.
Amen.
Please face the flag, right hand over your heart. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. Ready? Begin.
It's my understanding we have some presentations this evening.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, and I'd like Susan Emery to make this special presentation this evening.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council. Tonight, the Garden Grove City Council is pleased to highlight 10 years of teen leadership in the community, creating brighter futures for local kids in the Buena Clinton neighborhood. Would Alexis Batista, Esmeralda Gomez, Anthony Casillas, Junior Martinez, and Lizzie Maldonado from True Neighborhood Teens please come forward? The Buena Clinton neighborhood is one of the most densely populated neighborhoods in the city, with 60% of the residents under the age of 18. Years ago, the area had a history of high crime, drugs, overcrowding, and substandard housing. Over the past 15 years, through the efforts of the city's community development, police, and community services departments, along with the property owners and community-based organizations, the Buena Clinton neighborhood has made significant positive changes. In 1999, Buena Clinton's Youth and Family Resource Center opened to empower residents to make an impact in their neighborhood. The center focuses on youth enrichment, safety, and community involvement. In October of 2003, a group of 10 teens approached the center with ideas to remove the stigma associated with the youth living in that area. The group wanted to make a difference in their neighborhood, envisioning a community with empowered youth leaders working together to create a brighter future for themselves and others. This was the launching point for the True Neighborhood Teens, which is also known as TNT. The organization helps teens develop leadership skills and awareness of the community. The center provides a secure facility and a nurturing place for after-school programs and recreation activities. Members of TNT are equipped with resources and opportunities to take on leadership roles, coordinate and participate in community-wide events, interact with community leaders, and make lasting impressions in society. In 2004, TNT's Youth Development Program was awarded the California Parks and Recreation Society Award of Excellence in Recreation and Community Service. That same year, the club earned the prestigious Creating Community Award of Distinction in the state of California for strong commitment to new direction and strategic action planning. 2 years later, TNT received a $15,000 grant from AmeriQuest Mortgage Company to create a legacy in their community. The group designed a beautiful mural that represents the positive aspects of their neighborhood. TNT members, along with community leaders and city employees, have pledged to work toward enhancing the quality of life for all of Buena Clinton youth and families. At this time, the mayor and city council would like to present a resolution to the True Neighborhood teens in recognition of their efforts to enhance the Buena Clinton image and to create a positive sense of place in their community. The city is proud of TNT and their 10-year commitment to enriching the youth of Buena Clinton.
We have a resolution here honoring the 10th anniversary of the Buena Clinton True Neighborhood Teens. Whereas in 1999, the Buena Clinton Youth and Family Resource Center opened the effort to encourage residents to take responsibility for their neighborhood. I think you guys have really done well there. There's a lot of whereases, and I'm going to read them all. Whereas. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Bruce Broadwater, Mayor of Garden Grove, do hereby venerably honor and congratulate the Buena Clinton True Neighborhood Teens for 10 years of enrichment and the quality of life in the Buena Clinton area. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Boss here. Somebody's got to take this. Thank you. If any one of you would like to say a few words, be more than happy to.
But first we need a picture.
Okay. You're not supposed to put the tall guy in the middle.
Okay, you lean that way a little bit. Okay, there we go. Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Let me take one.
Is it on? Okay. I'd just like to thank the City Council for recognizing us and recognizing what we've done with TNT for the last 10 years, as well as what Buena Clinton has done for our community. So yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, at this time we will go to oral communications, and we're going to do the Sanitary District and the Successor Agency and the City Council all at the same time. So we'll go for the first card here, John Walcott.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Thank you for having me. My name is John Walcott. I just wanted to thank you for considering me for this position at the amphitheater. I'm very honored that you would think that I could serve your community, and I'm happy to do it. And I would ask for your support in growing this program and reaching out to the various parts of this community, including these great teens, and get them involved and do something really special at the theater. I would really like to do that, and I thank you for your consideration.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Alf Lyle.
Good evening, Mayor Broadwater, City Councilman and woman. My name is Alf Lyle. I'm a member of the current 2013-2014 grand jury for Orange County. As that name implies, that service on the grand jury is a one-year commitment. It's a fairly long process to get on the grand jury, and that process is run by the Orange County Superior Court. The first step in getting onto the grand jury is to submit an application to serve, and the last day you can submit an application is the 24th of January. It's not as far away as one might think. It is a long process. The grand jury does things that are very familiar to people. I think in terms of in the criminal arena, we support the district attorney in the indictment process and actually the state attorney general as well as in investigations. The thing that we do that's different is in the civil arena, where we act as the watchdog, really, for the citizens of the county. And as part of that function, we investigate the county departments, cities, school districts, special districts. Essentially, anyone who receives tax money and spends it is within the purview of the grand jury to investigate. The product of that investigation are a series of reports. Those reports contain recommendations to various governmental entities for things they could do to be more effective or better. So it's a very interesting job. It's been a fascinating 4 months so far. I've had a chance to serve with a remarkably talented group of people. If you think that you have the skills and the interest to serve on the grand jury, I certainly encourage you to make an application. And I think almost equally importantly, as my wife will tell you, someone else can recommend to you that, you would be a good fit for the grand jury. Why don't you apply? So I ask everyone in Garden Grove to think about that and look at submitting an application if they think they want to do this. There are flyers out on the table outside the council chambers. I dropped some flyers off over at the library, and you can find out more than you ever wanted to know about the Orange County Grand Jury at www.ocgrandjury.org. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I can't read his first name. Silva. Is it a Mr. or Mrs. Silva? Mike Silva. That makes sense now.
Easy, huh? See? Good evening, Council. I'm Mike Silva. This is my wife, Denise. We're the owners of Great Reunions, and we're on the calendar to manage the amphitheater. And we're just wanted to answer any questions if you had any, but we're excited about it. We're involved in numerous charities. We're on the board of directors for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Boys and Girls Club, Fiji Dental, and as you guys know, we're involved in all the high schools in the entire city. So we're excited about bringing a diverse and numerous other kind of events, whether it's cheerleading, bands, singing competitions, whatever we can bring to that venue. We're excited about that. And as you guys also know, we've been part of Main Street for 50-plus years, so we're excited about bringing the amphitheater into Main Street. That's all we have to say tonight.
Thank you for being here. Mr. Leslie Lee.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor Broadwater, Mayor Pro Tem Madam Nguyen, City Council Steve Jones, and City Council Chris Burke. I am the president of the Vietnamese community in Southern California. This organization was founded on April 4th, 1990, 23 years ago. We are a non-profit organization, and we do a lot of things for the community since then. And we did the Tet Festival in the past. So I'm talking about item 4F on the agenda. I would like to call your attention on that. We have submitted a proposal to do the Tet Festival for this coming year, 2014. And we would like to repeat one more time that we have manpower, we have asset in the bank, we have experiences, we have willingness, and we have a determination to do the good job, and to do the job with transparency. So we can do the job, and we have all paperwork required, document required by the city, and we believe we are eligible to do the job and to be approved by the city council for that festival in Garden Grove Park. Thank you very much. I hope that everything is okay for us.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
TEEP, T-I-E-P, FAM.
Good evening, Mayor Bruce Broadwater, Mayor Pro Tem Di Nang Nguyen, and Member Council Chris Phan, Chris Beer, and Steve Jones. My name is Tia Pham. I live at 7591 Wyoming Street, Unit E, Westminster. My phone number is 714-617. I stand before you as a representative of Hand to Hand Relief Organization, which is one of the non-profit organizations submitting the proposal to hold the Tet Festival 2014 at the Garden Grove Park. Today, I want to officially submit an amendment to modify our previous proposed distribution of the Tet Festival with more specific accounting detail. First, I would like to mention that we will not keep even a penny from the Tet Festival proceed for our organization or any money for the building of a future community house. Hand to Hand Relief Organization was established on March 2013 by a group of successful retired people with a big heart to serve. We are already involved in helping many unfortunate people within our community with basic needs such as food and clothing. Besides raising funds in private, we already put in operation one hand-to-hand outlet store in Huntington Beach, one auto service repair shop in Midway City, and one warehouse in Garden Grove, in order to help raise money for carrying our goal. We also just acquired a big facility located at 13591 Harbor Boulevard. And this is, we have the picture of a very nice facility. Ready to be used as a community activity center. We are planning to open an emergency homeless shelter in the future. Therefore, we are submitting a proposal to organize the Tet Festival at Garden Grove Park, hoping to provide a great Tet experience while raising money to benefit the community, and further forwarding our mission of helping people in need of support. We will distribute 100% of the proceeds to the community because we recognize the need in this tough economy. As mentioned earlier, our amended distribution will be as follows. 20% allocated to the non-profit organization of Garden Grove City. 30% to the Community Activity Center. 25% to the non-profit community organization outside of Garden Grove City. 25% to an emergency homeless shelter. I hope that the City Council will strongly consider our vision and grant us an opportunity to serve people by hosting the TED Festival 2014. Thank you very much for your time. I'm looking forward to working with City to serve the community.
Okay, thank you very much. Hang Nguyen.
Good evening, Council. I'm Hang Nguyen. I live at 9761 Calendula Garden Grove. I like to vote for hand-to-hand because hand-to-hand is for community. Thank you.
Ron Pree, P-I-R-I. Ron Pree.
Good evening, council members. My name is Ron Perry. I live and work in Garden Grove, and I'm a volunteer with the community. I heard that in order to qualify to hold the TED Festival in Garden Grove, that the city requires that only nonprofit organizations with 501c3 be eligible. Is that correct? Okay. Well, I believe that the two groups, the Vietnamese community of Southern California and the Vietnamese American community and hand-to-hand relief organizations all have these statuses so that they can do this festival. But I did some research, well, my corporation did some research, and we found out that the Vietnamese community of Southern California had their 503(c) status revoked back in 2010. Now, with this information, and I have copies of it that I printed out from the website, and I want to submit that to you for review. Now, with this information, I would like the City Council to reconsider the Vietnamese community of Southern California's proposal to hold that festival this year or next year. At the same time, I would like for you to consider and vote for the approval of the TED Festival to be held by the hand-to-hand relief organization, because this organization is good. It's good in standing as well as having the community be meaningful and doing good for the community as well. Thank you.
Lay Tan Nguyen. It looks like Laetan Nguyen. You live on Samuel Drive?
Yes.
It's you.
Good evening, Mayor Bruce Broadwaters, Mayor Pro Tem Dana Nguyen, and Council members Chris Beer and also Council member Steve John. My name is Laktan Nguyen. I live in 11761 Samuel Drive, Garden Grove. until now, 19 years already. I am currently the president of the non-profit organization Vietnamese American Community, Cộng đồng Việt Mỹ, which is one of the organizations together with hand-to-hand relief organization submitting the proposal to hold the State Festival 2014 in Garden Park. My organization is also known as Vietnamese Community of Southern California. But the same organization with Mr. Lee. But in 2010, we decided to stop our function as a representation organization of the Vietnamese community in Southern California and joined the community's unification election organized by the Vietnamese Religious Interfaith Council on October 18, 2010. After this election, our organization only exists to serve the Vietnamese community in the social service area, not as a representative organization. Vietnamese Community of Southern California, currently led by Mr. Lee, Lê Khắc Lee, did not join this community unification election, trying to maintain the community's division until now, but did not organize any election since 2006. The people behind the Vietnamese Community of Southern California, led by Mr. Lee, have been trying to keep this organization and to maintain the community division and trying to actually many effort to organize many state festivals in Westminster Mall several times, but always fail because of the lack of the community support. Now, this Vietnamese Community of Southern California, led by the interim president, Mr. Lee, is not elected, submitting the proposal to organize a test festival in Garden Park 2014. This action caused a bad public opinion about the division and the competition among the two Vietnamese community organizations. Because of this bad public opinion or misunderstanding, today I decide to take the name of my organization, Vietnamese American Community, Hội Cộng đồng Việt Mỹ, off the proposal to organize a test festival 2014 in Garden Park. But I still represent the hand-to-hand relief organization because I am a member of this organization on this proposal and also represent them in this proposal. I don't need to say anything else in addition to Mr. Thiep, one of the representatives of the hand-to-hand. I just want to mention that we will not keep a penny from the test festival proceed from our organization or any money for the building of the future community house. We will distribute 100% of the proceeds to the community because we recognize that the community has a big need to help the people in this difficult time of the economy. We would like to organize a test festival at Garden Park to provide a good test festival event to the community, and at the same time, we could raise the money to carry out our mission is to serve the community and help the needy people. Lastly, a very important one, regarding one of the speaker earlier talking about the revocation of the 501c3 status of the Vietnamese Community of Southern California led by Mr. Lee. I did call the IIS, and I did talk to the people working there, and they sent me a letter, confirm that, and I have a letter here. The Vietnamese Community of Southern California okay, is still in the revocation of the 501c3.
Okay, sir, your time is running out. You've got the red light there.
Okay, here's a paper from the IRS. Okay, so just would like to make sure that we have enough information, okay, by looking on the website as well as a hard copy paper from the IRS. So I would like to,
Sir, you are out of time. Please,
okay,
have a seat, please.
well, please consider and make the right decision about the
Okay.
test festival. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sam Lee, Dr. Sam Lee. Sam Lee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dear City of Garden Grove, Mayor Bruce Broadwater, Mayor Pro Tem Dina Nguyen, Council Member Chris Phang, Council Member Steve Jones, Council Member Chris Bo. I am here today as chairman of Wahao Buddhism Church. We have been here as citizen of City of Garden Grove since 2003, 10 years. And we would like to respectfully write this letter to you, presenting our highest respect, our highest admiration, and deepest gratitude for wonderful leadership and best services that, as citizen of Garden Grove since 2003, we have received from you. We would like to talk with you about 2014 Tet Festival. According to our understanding, these two organizations, Vietnamese American Community and Hand-to-Hand Relief Organization, will distribute 100% of the Tet Festival proceeds to the Community Activity Center, non-profit organization, Garden Grove City, emergency homeless shelter, and other non-profit community organizations outside Garden Grove City. They guarantee they do not keep any money for their organization. We sincerely believe in their character and integrity. I trust that they will keep their promise. Therefore, we respectfully suggest that Mayor Bruce Broadwater, Mayor Pro Tem Dina Nguyen, and the council members of Garden Grove will allow them to hold the 2014 Tet Festival in Garden Grove. We know that we really appreciate the city's wise decision in this matter. We also know that the people in Garden Grove and in South California will be grateful to your wonderful action and your leadership. Mayor, during the last 38 years in the United States, I am thoroughly 100% full-time for charitable activities all over the United States. I went to Canada, I went to Europe, I went to Australia doing the same thing, charitable organization activities. I would like to ask you to allow me to say that before 1975, I served Vietnam as a presiding judge. As a senior cabinet minister for education, for agriculture, and for health, I served Vietnam as a member of the National Constituent Assembly as majority leader, writing the Constitution for the Second Republic of Vietnam. And I was president and founder of Hoa University. And during the last 38 years, I have been full-time for charitable activities. And I know the people that I'm supporting. I believe that they deserve your consideration and your support and your approval. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. Tan Q Tai.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Honorable Mayor Pro Tem, distinguished council member Beard and Jones. Yeah. My name is Don Kuitai. I have been a resident of Garden Grove for, I believe, almost 2 decades, and a resident of California for over 4 decades. I spent quite some time with the Franciscan Order, a major religious order of the Roman Catholic Church. While there, I did a lot of of charitable work. In San Francisco, we have I believe, the largest free soup kitchen in this country. We serve about 5,000 meals a day. And usually in the summer, I go down there, I manage the dining room. I don't want to bring up, I don't want to bring up what I said, but I want to dispel, the negative allegation by 2 speakers. I believe they want to know, they want to let the council know that only them are the one who want to harm the poor, and I don't think this is true. I have been knowing Mr. Lee. I have been involved with the Vietnamese community of Southern California for over 10 years, and I fully trust them. I can assure you, if they are granted the privilege to organize this festival, then I can assure you that the likelihood that they infringe the law is the most remote or non-existent. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. German Santos. German Santos.
My name is German Santos, here on a matter of public interest. Kevin Rainey, Chief of Police of the Garden Grove Police Department, cease your criminal harassment. You are aiding and abetting the cover-up of over 16 years of criminal harassment, up to including attempts on my life. Raul Cazada, Chief of Police of the Anaheim Police Department, cease your criminal harassment. You are aiding and abetting the cover-up of over 16 years of criminal harassment, up to and including attempts on my life. Sandra Hutchins, Sheriff of Orange County, California, cease your criminal harassment. You are aiding and abetting the cover-up of over 16 years of criminal harassment, up to and including attempts on my life. The same order applies to the California Highway Patrol, Long Beach Police Chief Jim McDonald, and the lovely Anaheim and Garden Grove Fire Departments. I bet you didn't know that your fire personnel are engaged in the criminal harassment of residents in your 2 cities. And the question still remains unanswered tonight. Why did Stan Nee, Brad Gates, Randall Gaston, etc. enter into a criminal conspiracy to destroy my reputation, harass and intimidate me, damage my property, violate the privacy of my home, and attempt murder when all else failed? Starting around the time I found myself working for the American company of 2 American heroes on surveillance state-type engineering projects for business and law enforcement interests in Bogota, Colombia. And to date, the cities of Garden Grove and Anaheim, Orange County, the District Attorney, Tony Rakakis, the Congressional Representative, Loretta Sanchez, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have exhibited a level of extreme apathy. One can almost say willful criminal negligence in addressing my grievance, not to mention accounting for the millions of dollars of their taxpayer money and their police resources wasted in this sordid affair. One of the most disturbing discoveries for me was learning that one of your sheriffs, now in federal prison, harassed me while I was risking my hide in Colombian mountaintops in cooperation with Colombian law enforcement. This sheriff was involved in federal criminal activity, palling around with ex-cocaine trafficking pilots, and taking pictures with known Las Vegas mobsters, while also harassing me as I was engaged in these activities in Colombia. And don't get me started on Stan Nee's hypocrisy. This sort of criminal harassment, criminal arrogance, and criminal negligence is not acceptable, and it would piss off any American, and it can't stand. Happy Thanksgiving.
Charles Mitchell.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, and staff. I'd like to piggyback on what was said earlier about the grand jury. I served on the grand jury from 1999 to 2000. My wife also served on the grand jury from 2010 to 2011, and both of us felt that it was a marvelous experience. There are places that you see as a member of the grand jury that no one else in the public has a chance to see, including a responsibility for checking on a lot of the agencies. The reports that are written by the grand jury are sent to the respective organizations or agencies, and they are required to respond. Sometimes the response is, "Thank you very much. We'll put it in the file and we'll let you know what we think later." That's fine as long as they respond. But the important fact is that the grand jury looks into matters in the county and publishes a report. Now that report becomes public record and is available for anyone to look at to make their own decision on whether there is a problem to be corrected. There are times when the grand jury will interview people and after talking to them, make some suggestions, and although everything is confidential and the names of the people interviewed are never disclosed, sometimes just a suggestion can result in major improvements in an agency's operations. This is something the public will never be aware of, but it's something that we're proud to have accomplished as members of the grand jury. Yes, we do criminal investigations in conjunction with the district attorney. Now, one of the functions of our hearings is that we can talk to witnesses and we can prevent a juvenile from having to appear in open court in front of someone who has committed a heinous crime against their family. They can give their testimony within the grand jury. That testimony appears in court, but the child does not have to. So it's just another part of the job the grand jury does. Now, it's a wonderful opportunity, and anyone who is 18, a U.S. citizen, a resident of Orange County, can apply, and it's a tedious process. It really is. They try to select the best people to serve the county of Orange. So I encourage anyone to pick up a flyer if they're interested at all in serving the community of Orange County. I read in the newspaper that the Gem Theater is reopening for a new season. I think it's wonderful. My wife and I had season tickets for 2 years to the Gem. But then Mysteriously, the next season, we received no notification, nothing at all about renewing our membership to the Gem Theater to see new productions. I even called and got no response. So renewing our season tickets became impossible. So I would really encourage the Gem Theater to put forward the best effort in marketing a fine venue and some outstanding shows. Let people know that they can get tickets to all the shows and enjoy a marvelous opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Robin Macario.
Good evening, council, staff, and Garden Grove residents. I'm Robin Marcario. I just wanted to talk on 3 different little topics. I just want to encourage the public to go to the city website. The leadership and the staff are looking for our suggestions for how to improve downtown. If you go to the city website of Garden Grove, there's an icon for Reimagine Downtown. You just click on it, and then you can give your ideas on how to improve downtown. So I highly recommend you do that. It'll be open for another few months, and the more suggestions and the more input from the public, the better the leadership can help improve our downtown. I just want to comment also on what Charles Mitchell brought up with regards to the Gem Theater. It has been closed for a couple of years due to a fire incident. The city has been wonderful in supporting and encouraging and helping facilitate the reconstruction of the theater. And this Friday is the first opening for the Gem Theater, and they're offering a holiday Gem, little holiday theatrical performance. I highly recommend that we all participate and support the Gem Theater. The performance will be from Thursday to Sunday, from the 29th of November through the middle of December. So it's put on by One More Productions, and I recommend you go and support the Gem Theater. Lastly, Councilmember Steve Jones is our representative on the OCTA Transportation Authority, and on December 9th, there is a very important decision that board will be making, and Steve will be our representative. And the couple of different options with regards to the 405 freeway, there's 2 options. One option will be to add 2 free lanes, 2 additional general purpose lanes for everyone. We've paid for those with Measure M half-cent sales tax, and I would strongly suggest that you vote for option number 2, council member. The last option, option number 3, is to create toll roads. Those are fees that we would have to pay in order to use the freeway. That option is very unpopular. I've yet to speak with any individual that actually wants that. So, well, Mayor, I don't think that you're on the right side of this, but that's okay. I have full faith that Steve Jones, in his wisdom with regards to development and his interest in serving the public, will vote for option number 2. And Steve is a very receptive council member. I would encourage you to call him. He's wonderful about getting back to us. The number that you can get a hold of him is 714-741-5104, and his email address is jones4, that's the number 4, gg@gmail.com. So let him know that he's fully aware that we want free lanes for everyone. Keep our freeways free. And the number to call him, once again, and leave a message, is 714-741-5104. And you can leave an email at jones4, that's number 4, gg@gmail.com. gmail.com. And just in closing, before the lights come up here, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. It is my favorite holiday. Have friends and family over, and my 93-year-old neighbor will yet again be joining us. I'm thrilled. And it's a wonderful opportunity to pause and reflect and think about all the things that we have to be thankful for. Thankful for the health and love of our friends and family, for our community in its diverse and healthy and wonderful place to live here in Garden Grove. I thanks very much.
At this time, we will close oral communications. I want to go to consent items.
That items 4A through 4H be acted on simultaneously.
Okay, we're going to have,
However, I think Mr.
Yeah, I'd like to pull a
Beard,
couple
Councilman,
items.
has to.
what would you like to pull?
I would like to pull, let's see, item number 4B
And C.
and 4C.
Okay, and I'm going to pull 4F. Entertain a motion on the balance?
Move balance. Second.
Call for the vote. Let's go to 4B.
Motion received, 5 yes votes.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry. I pulled 4B because I work for the County of Orange. I wanted to disclose that. It's not associated with the public safety, in this particular department. I work for the OC Community Resources, which has no relationship with this other department. I want to disclose
Is that
that.
the same as 4C?
Yes, same with
Same
as
reason
4C.
for both of them,
Correct.
so we can act on both together?
Yes.
Does he need to leave or anything, or can we just go ahead and do?
I think he needs to.
No, he is entitled to vote on them because they are not emanating out of his
No
department,
conflict.
but he does need to make the disclosure.
Okay, I'll move 4B and 4C.
I second that.
Got a motion and a second. Call for the vote.
Motion received, 4 yes votes.
Okay, let's go to 4F. Approval agreement with the Vietnamese community of Southern California to conduct the 2014 Tet Festival in the Garden Grove Park. Now, we have that on the agenda because we've gone through that with them thoroughly, and we've taken a hard look at it. We had to make some decisions, and as it narrows in, most of us have come to the conclusion that that's who we want to do business with. We took a look at, as we're talking, we took a look on it's an amazing world we live in. We took a look on the Secretary of State's position on both, and one of them didn't have what was it? I can't remember what it was, but yeah, and I wish we'd have made a copy of that.
I have it.
Where is it? Okay, Gong Dong, Vietnam, California Vietnamese has a suspended license with the state of California. The Vietnamese community of Southern California has an active one. So we're looking at them right now, Secretary of State. Really, you should have contacted us quite some time ago and put in your papers, and then there have been a real debate. But we are not having a debate at this time. I mean, the position is there for the agreement of the Southern California community of Southern California, and they've done everything they're supposed to do with us to make it work. I did get a letter. Well, we got a letter. The city got a letter from USVA this afternoon, and they have asked us to reconsider them, but they're way past the deadline. They did not cooperate with us at all. We asked them to give us the financial accountability that we've been looking for the last 4 years, and it was been easy for them to do it. All they had to do was take their checking accounts and get us the statements from their checking accounts for the last 4 years. Now, that sounds like a lot of statements, but just the same, it's doable. It was easy enough to do. We could see where the money was going. We could see where it had been spent. We could see how much money had been taken in. And none of that we were not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to see that because we can't pull those documents. They have to pull them for us. So I think that I'm going to make a motion that we approve the agreement with the Vietnamese community of Southern California to conduct the 2014 Tet Festival at Garden Grove. And I will make that a motion. I'm hearing...
I second the motion.
We have a motion and a second.
A little discussion beforehand.
Sure.
I'd like to question, we have new information in light of this meeting this evening, and I think we had 2 weeks to review the last applicant, and I don't know if that's a proper or enough time to vet a particular organization. I wasn't sure about the makeup of the organization. I wouldn't want to hasten into an agreement and not have a thorough checking of facts. I don't think I have all the information in light of this new information. I'm open to reconsidering other proposals, all the proposals at hand. I don't think it's necessarily we should decide tonight on this particular group. I mean, we have questions raised. I don't have all the facts. So I would be open, again, to reconsidering all the proposals that are on the table right now.
Okay, we heard that. We have a motion and a second. I'm going to call for the vote. And we have a Tet Festival in Garden Grove.
Motion received 3 yes votes with Councilmember Beard voting no.
Okay. At this time, we have a birthday girl, and we have a cake for her. And we are going to take a break, and we are going to eat cake. So if you're going home mad at us, stop and have a piece of cake first. So thank you very much.
And district to do, Mr. Mayor. Don't want to cheat you out of your full pay for the night.
Okay, at this time, we'll back to order again and actually go to the successor agency and the sanitary district.
Can I ask the clerk to call the roll?
Are we doing sand first?
You say sanitation district? I'm sorry.
Successor agency.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I had sanitation.
Yes, successor agency, Madam Clerk, would you like to call roll?
Member Broadwater.
Here.
Member Nguyen.
Here.
Member Fawn. Vice Chair Beard.
Here.
Chair Jones.
Here. We already did oral communications in conjunction with the Housing Authority earlier and with Council. We did have a closed session item previously, and there was no reportable action. And consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Call the vote.
Motion received 4 yes votes.
No public hearings, no items for consideration, any matters? Seeing none, we'll adjourn to Sanitary.
Oh, I'll call it Sanitation Board of Directors to order. Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
Member Broadwater.
Here.
Member Jones.
Here.
Member Nguyen.
Here.
Vice President Beard.
Here.
President Fawn.
Okay, we've had oral communications, consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Call for the vote.
Motion received 4 yes votes.
No public hearings, items for consideration, none. Any matters from the board members? Seeing none, we're adjourned.
Okay, at this time, we'll reconvene the city council. Let's go to public hearings.
Mr. Mayor, you have a public hearing to consider again, second public hearing on the ordinance to update our building codes, and Bill Tufik is here to give a staff report on this item. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's not here to give a staff report. Actually,
look on his face.
I know. The process to update the code requires that the actual adoption of the ordinance, which is the second reading, be done also at a public hearing. You had the first reading last meeting, and it's a series of updates for the building code and other codes. So, again, tonight, it's just a requirement to have a second hearing, and we ask that you open a public hearing, and also we're here to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions for staff?
Yeah, how long was the process to update it? Out of curiosity.
To do the complete update.
Yeah.
It took us about a couple of months, I would say.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Hearing none at this time, we will open up the public hearing. Public hearing to amend Title 18 of the Municipal Code, the 2013 California Building Codes and related uniform codes and modifications.
I'll have to read the ordinance when you're ready.
Okay, at this time, we will close the public hearing.
Did you
I asked you if anybody wanted to speak, and you just sat there like a bump on a log. I mean, come on up and speak, please.
In looking over the proposed ordinance, I understand it's to bring everything up to date with the California Code. And as a volunteer code enforcement person, many of the things that we check on may have changed with the new regulations. So I just wanted to make sure that the new codes are uniformly distributed so that when we go out to take care of a report, we make sure that it is currently up to date. There are problems with fences and things like that. We want to make sure that we're not writing up somebody or writing a report on something that has changed. So I just want to make sure that everything is brought forward so that when we go out following up on a report that hasn't been based on an original code and not the new one. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Just another quick question. What's the frequency of updating the code?
This is in the middle of a public hearing, sir.
It's every 3 years.
I apologize.
At this time, we'll close the public hearing. Now you can ask your question.
Same question.
Every 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me read the title.
Okay, please.
It's an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Garden Grove amending Title 18 of the Garden Grove Municipal Code and adopting by reference the following primary codes with certain amendment, deletions, and additions thereto. California Building Code 2013 edition, California Residential Code 2013 edition, California Electrical Code 2013 edition, California Mechanical Code 2013 edition, California Plumbing Code 2013 edition, California Energy Code 2013 edition, California Fire Code 2013 edition, California Green Building Standards Code 2013 edition, and certain secondary codes, including the International Property Maintenance Code 2012 edition, as published by the International Code Council, and the Uniform Swimming Code, Swimming Pool, Spa, and Hot Tub Code 2012 edition, as published by the International Association of Plumbing and Mechanical Officials.
I second the motion.
We have a motion, we have a second. Call for the vote.
Motion received, 4 yes votes.
Can I have a quick question?
Sure.
What happened to the plans that are submitted and in the middle of the old code and then the new code comes in? Do they have to revise?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question one more time?
Okay, the plans that are now in with
Yes.
the old codes, and then we now have a new set of codes, do they have to revise their
No,
plans?
they don't have to be revised. You know, the new code becomes effective in January 1st of 2014. So any plans or any application submitted after that day, you know, would be under the new code, you know,
I
for
see.
the 2013.
Thank you.
Okay, acceptance of Main Street Commissioner Rick Lamas resignation letter. Does anybody know why, or did he say in the letter?
Yeah. Family medical issues they have to attend to up north.
I move that we accept that with regret. Okay. Mr. Baird.
I want to wish Mayor Pro Tem Dina Nguyen a happy birthday.
Thank you.
I also want to wish a very happy Thanksgiving to all out there. I'm pretty thankful myself, and I think this is a good time to reflect and appreciate the givings that we have and to be with family and friends. And so I wish everyone a very, very happy Thanksgiving. With that, I'd also like it kind of kicks off the holiday season, which is always fun. The city has some great events coming up. I think one of them that's coming up very soon is the tree lighting ceremony, one of my favorites. I think the mayor's going to put a star on the top of the tree this year.
A real bear?
Anyway, I want to wish everyone, again, a happy Thanksgiving and, again, a happy birthday to Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you.
Before you go any further, you have to make some kind of a report of what you did in Kalia.
Oh, Kalia. Oh, that was so a very worthwhile experience. We recognized, our police department was recognized for its accreditation, and it was the 8th accreditation, so it would be the 24th year. I was proud to represent the city along with the mayor at that function. They had several conferences that were put on for the law enforcement agencies throughout the nation. It's very prestigious and well-earned. I think we also received an excellent rating as well as the police department. So, again, I was very proud to be a member of that delegation that went there to recognize our police force for all they do, for their professionalism, their dedication, their hard work. And so that's what the conference was about.
Dina?
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Just to reiterate, the Christmas tree lighting is Tuesday at December 3rd at 6:30, corner of Euclid and Stanford. And you don't have to come for us, but come for the free entertainment, gifts, snacks, and hot chocolate for kids. And also the Santa and Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus driving down Euclid on their own reindeer, and you have to come to see that because I can't disclose who are the reindeers. Also, I wanted to remind everyone we have a really big program in Garden Grove. It's called BIG, B-I-G-G, Buy in Garden Grove. That this Friday is Garden Grove Chamber of Commerce kickoff for Black Friday Goes Big campaign. A chance for everyone to win $500 cash. BIG is the city's Buy-in Garden Grove program that encourages shoppers to support our local economy by buying from Garden Grove businesses to receive special discounts and incentives. Starting Friday, November 29 through Friday, December 13, for every $50 in total purchases made at local Garden Grove businesses, you'll receive a free raffle ticket towards $500 cash drawing. For those who like bonuses, if the purchases were made at participating Buy-in Garden Grove or Chamber of Commerce business, you receive one additional ticket. The receipts must be taken to Garden Grove Chamber of Commerce office on Main Street by 5 p.m. Friday, December 13. Those who don't know where historic Main Street is, it is right across from our Costco at the corner of Sanitary and Garden Grove. The winning raffle number and winner's name will be posted on the city's and Chamber of Commerce websites on Monday, December 16. If you would like more information, you can pick up a flyer or visit the city or Chamber's website. So make sure you buy in Garden Grove.
Mr. Jones.
Happy birthday, Councilmember Dina Nguyen.
Thank you.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Life is fragile, so be thankful for who you've got.
Well, I want to add to that. Thanksgiving is coming on. I think it's one of my favorite holidays. You get 2 days off, and that's always good. And I think we have so much, especially people living here in Orange County, it's Garden Grove. We have so much to be thankful for. We live in a country that people are trying to break into, not break out of. And I think it's a great thing for us to really appreciate what we have once a year. And I'm thrilled with it. I want to say happy birthday to Councilwoman Nguyen. And what is that, 22 for you? Or So I'd like to mention Kalia also. I was there. We had a good time there. The weather was California weather. It wasn't really too bad. Got a little cold at night. But it got dark out at night. There's a lot more light here than there is there. But it was good. I think out of the about 200 police departments across the nation got awarded. I was amazed to see 5 Mexican police departments there. That's certainly a good thing. And I did not hear of one city being recognized with 8 awards like city of Garden Grove was. So it was great. We will close the meeting until the next regular meeting will be the 10th of December. And I would imagine 14 days after that would be the 24th. Are we having a meeting on December the 24th? We will be dark on the second meeting in December. So anyway, we will close up until the 10th at 5:30 p.m. Thank you very much.